Welcome to the finale of the Stop IRS Letter special series from Tax Problem Solved. I'm your host, Deltrease Hart Anderson, IRS enrolled agent and tax problem solver. Over the past week, we've broken down the most common IRS notices, what they mean, how to respond, and how to protect your pocketbooks, wallets, and bank accounts. But today we're going deeper, we're going bigger. We're going to talk about how to stop the letters for good, because the best IRS letter is the one that never shows up in your mailbox, right? So let's go. Here's the truth. IRS letters are symptoms. They're not the disease. The real issue is usually one of a few things that come to mind. It's an unfiled return. So if you don't file a return, the IRS will file one for you. And trust me, their version is not going to be in your favor. Another thing that comes to mind is if you have an unpaid balance. So if you owe the IRS and you don't address the IRS, the notices will keep coming and they will escalate, okay? The letters get bigger and meaner and more powerful, if you will. The third thing that comes to mind is mismatched information, when what you report doesn't match what the IRS has on file. The computer is going to spit out that notice that we talked about first thing, right? So how do you stop this cycle? You get proactive. That's it. You're going to file on time every time. Even if you can't pay, you're going to file your tax return. Filing avoids the worst penalties, okay? The next thing you're going to do is pay what you can. So what you can't pay in full. That's not a big deal. Set up a payment plan. The IRS would rather get something than nothing. But here's the thing. If you can't afford to pay them anything, then don't pay them anything. My grandma used to say all the time, you cannot squeeze blood out of a turnip. So if you don't have anything to give them, then you can't give them anything, but you have to prove to the IRS that you don't have the money to give to them. Okay. The next thing you want to do to stop the cycle and to stop the IRS letters is keep good records. Keep those W-2s, those 1099s, keep your receipts, business owners, keep those receipts, real estate investors. The better your records, the easier it is to fight back if the IRS is wrong. Okay. Here's another thing. The better your records, the lower your tax bill is going to be. It is what it is. Okay. The next thing, check your IRS account online. You can see what the IRS sees for the most part. You can see transcripts. You can see balances. You can see those IRS notices. You can see them before they actually come to you. Okay. And lastly, get help early. Don't wait until you're drowning in IRS letters. Don't put those letters in your drawer or put it in a room that you don't even go to. Don't leave them in your mailbox. Don't take them from your mailbox and dump them in the trash. The letter may go away, but the problem is still there. If you need a professional is what you get. That professional can often stop the flood before it starts. I had a client who used to get these letters every year, CP 2000, 14s, 501, you name it, they had the letter. And it terrified her. But once we got her all caught up on her filings, we scheduled a properly structured payment plan. We put a good record keeping system in place. Guess what happened? The letters stopped, and she stopped looking so sad when she came into my office. She told me it was the first time in years that she could open her mailbox, her own mailbox, without fear. So again, here's some practical steps that you should take. Just to recap. File all missing returns. Set up a payment plan if you owe, if you can. Monitor your IRS account online. Keep your records organized. Work with a professional to stay ahead. And that is how you stop the IRS letters for good. I'm not about reacting to the IRS. I'm all about getting ahead of the IRS. Remember, the IRS may send the letter, but you decide how your story is going to end, okay? Thank you so much for joining me for this special Stop IRS Letter series. I enjoyed providing this information to you, and I hope that there was some nugget that you could take from one of these episodes that could help you stop your IRS problems for good. Once again, don't panic, take action. I'm Deltrease Hart Anderson, keeping the IRS out of the pocketbooks, wallets, and bank accounts of taxpayers. And if you have a letter, submit it to stopirsletters.com and solve your tax problems for good. The next time you'll hear my voice, unless we have some engagements, will be next Thursday. We'll return to our regular Tax Problem Solve podcast schedule where again, we're keeping the IRS out of your pocketbooks, wallets, and bank accounts. Until next time, take care. And here's to fewer letters, less stress, and more peace of mind. Bye, y'all.